a slow disaster out of me. There's a radiant darkness upon us, but I don't want you to worry. I was careful, but nothing is harmless. Baby, you better hurry. You were a kindness when I was a stranger, and I wouldn't ask for what I didn't need. Everything's weird and we're always in danger. Why would you shadow somebody like me? It doesn't work that way. Wanting not to want you won't make it so. It doesn't work that way. Don't leave me here alone. I'll do what I can to be a confident wreck. Can't feel this way forever, I mean. There wasn't any way for anyone to settle in. You made a slow disaster out of me. There's a radiant darkness upon us, but I don't want you to worry. I was careful, but nothing is harmless. Baby, you better hurry. You were kindness when I was a stranger, but I wouldn't ask for what I didn't need. Everything's weird and we're always in danger. Why would you shadow somebody like me? It doesn't work that way. Wanting not to want you won't make it so. It doesn't work that way. Don't leave me here alone. It doesn't work that way. Wanting not to want you won't make it so. It doesn't work that way. Don't leave me here alone.
Are you still awake? A good friend told me you've been staying out so late. Be careful, oh my darling, oh be careful what it takes. From what I've seen so far, the good ones always seem to break. And I was screaming at my father and you were screaming at me. And I can feel your anger from way across the sea. And I was kissing strangers, I was causing such a scene. Oh, the heart, it hides such unimaginable things. Grab me by my ankles, I've been flying for too long. I couldn't hide from the thunder in a sky full of song. And I want you so badly, but you could be anyone. I couldn't hide from the thunder in a sky full of song. Hold me down, I'm so tired now. Aim your arrow at the sky. Take me down, I'm too tired now. Leave me where I lie. And I can tell that I'm in trouble when that music starts to play. In a city without seasons, it keeps raining in LA. I feel like I'm about to fall, the room begins to sway. And I can hear the sirens, but I cannot walk away. Grab me by my ankles, I've been flying for too long. I couldn't hide from the thunder in a sky full of song. And I want you so badly, but you could be anyone. I couldn't hide from the thunder in a sky full of song. Hold me down, I'm so tired now. Aim your arrow at the sky. Take me down, I'm too tired now. Leave me where I lie. I thought I was flying, but maybe I'm dying tonight. I thought I was flying, but maybe I'm dying tonight. And I thought I was flying, but maybe I'm dying tonight. I thought I was flying, but maybe I'm dying tonight. Hold me down, I'm so tired now. Aim your arrow at the sky. Take me down, I'm too tired now. Leave me where I lie. Hold me down, I'm too tired now. Aim your arrow at the sky. And take me down, I'm too tired now. Leave me where I lie.
It's kind of fun to hear everybody talking. There must be some kind of way, said the joker to the thief. Too much confusion, I can't get no relief. Businessmen, they drink my wine, and the plowmen dig my earth. None of them along the line know what any of it's worth. No reason to get excited. The thief, he kindly spoke. There are many here among us who feel that life is but a joke. But you and I, we've been through all this. Yeah, we have. And this is not our fate. So let us not talk falsely now. The hour is getting late. growl, la la la. Two riders were approaching. The wind began to
they were holding back a little bit on that. That was ridiculous. Welcome. This is one of my favorite events of the year for Westridge, where all year long we have these incredible musicians who do incredible things through our Sunday morning services, and once a year, yeah. And so once a year we just let them loose, and it's pretty awesome. So I'm glad you're able to make it tonight. It's great. We're going to take up an offering later on the service, and what you may not know if you're new to Westridge is that after Sunday morning, this church converts to a center for the arts. So there's music lessons going on, and there's training, and like a lot of the band members have come up through the Center for the Arts. Paige, who just rocked that song. When did you start with this? Were you like 14? 11. 11? Yeah. She's now a very old 16 and like
17.
17.
18.
Oh, sorry.
18.
18? Oh, sorry. Wow, time flies. Anyway, she's awesome. Yeah. So the offering that'll be taken up later is for the Center for the Arts, which pays for a lot of the instruments and the maintenance and operations of everything that you see up here. So that's what this is. All the money goes to that, and it's amazing how with very little that Michael can manage so much. So it's pretty incredible. So we're grateful that you're here, and we hope that you enjoy this. So just sit back and enjoy the rest of the night.
seasons go and run for my life, don't turn around. Sometimes you gotta get lost if you wanna be found. Take some time, clear my mind, find another reason why. Airplanes will fly, flowers will bloom. Humans gonna feel alone when we go in the wrong. Go fall apart, rip out my heart, let the pieces crumble into nothing till it's just true. Take some time, clear my mind, find another reason why. Take some time, clear my mind, find another reason why. Clear out my eyes, spit out my lungs, scream it out up and down. Seasons go and come. Run for my life, don't turn around. Sometimes you gotta get lost if you wanna be found. Take some time, clear my mind, find another reason why. Take some time, clear my mind, find another reason why. Take some time, clear my mind, find another reason why. Take some time, clear my mind, find another reason.
There's about 1,000 things that can go wrong up here, so I'm just trying to keep it to a minimum. You careened and crashed while the others waited, and you waited in the sun so long when you only wanted shade. Let the old men laugh, let the old men say that I've never done nothing that wasn't out of love. Hey, now the weight that you carry seems such a heavy load, while you're face down in the moment, waiting to let go. Remember standing in the light, remember crawling all the way. You paraded in the nighttime for a clean getaway. You were standing in the water, but only up to your knees. But you know a strong current can always sweep you off your feet. You were waiting for the right time, but it could take so long, while you're face down in the moment, waiting to let go. Face down in the moment, waiting to let go. face down in the moment, waiting to let go, keep waiting. Keep waiting. Keep waiting. You keep waiting on the night, you keep waiting on the pain, and every moment that you wait now is a moment slipped away. I think you're gonna have to come out and face all the fears you can't explain. And all your life you've been face down, now it's time for you to see. And all your life you've been face down, now it's time for you to see. And all your life you've been face down, now it's time for you to see. See ya. See ya. See ya. See ya. Face down in the moment, waiting to let go. Face down in the moment, waiting to let go.
Feeling my way through the darkness, guided by a beating heart. I can't tell where the journey will end, but I'll know where to start.
They tell me I'm too young to understand. They say I'm caught up in a dream. Well, life will pass me by if I don't open up my eyes. Well, that's fine by me.
So wake me up when it's all over.
When I'm wiser and I'm older.
All this time I was finding myself, and I
Didn't know I was lost. I tried carrying the weight of the world, but I only have two hands. Oh, I hope I get the chance to travel the world, but I don't have any plans. No.
I wish that I could stay forever this young, not afraid to close my eyes. Life's a game made for everyone,
So once a year, I'm given this opportunity to talk, and I really, I don't actually have a whole lot to say. It's in terms of when I'm here, I don't have a whole lot to say. It is an amazing honor to be able to help people make a step towards God in their relationship. And for me, the way that I grew up and the way that I embody my faith, a lot of it has to do with silence and keeping my mouth shut. And so I'm very comfortable with that. However, I guess I'm supposed to say something, and so I would like to share a little bit about this next song. We're going to do a song by a songwriter named Rich Mullins. Rich, 25 years ago, right, 1 week before this church started, myself, Rich, and 2 other people were leaving Elgin. We had spent a month and a half at the Universalist Church. I think it's run down now, but it's still there. It's in downtown Elgin, and that's where there was a recording studio attached to it. We had spent about 6 weeks there, I think. And we were traveling from Elgin to Wichita, Kansas, which is my hometown. And 4 of us in 2 vehicles, and we made it, and they didn't. And prior to that, I spent 5 years working with Rich off and on, and so it was a real pleasure to get to work with someone who cared a lot about faith and also cared a lot about music. And so my kind of person, it worked out really well, and we were just friendly and worked together and tried to help each other in ways that we could. And this song that we're going to do, I think, shows some of the greatness of this particular songwriter. And he was gifted, so I've had the opportunity to be around a lot of songwriters, and it's something you can learn, I guess, but the ones that actually make a living at it, it's a gift. And so he was certainly gifted in that way. And most songwriters, what they do is they pick a couple of chords, and then they sing some words that sound good over them, you know. And then after that, then that gets into the hands of a producer and some artist, and then it gets made into some big elaborate thing. But that's not the songwriter. The songwriter writes the song, and then it becomes something else later down the road. Well, in Rich's case, he actually cared a lot about music as well. So he disciplined himself as a musician in addition to a songwriter. And believe it or not, those 2 things do not go hand in hand always. So it was really fun to be around him. He was digging deep to be the best musician he could be, and also carried these great gifts. Well, this particular song we're going to do, I just wanted to give you like a little behind the music, or I don't know if you've ever seen those How It's Made videos. So this song that we're going to play, it has this chord, then it has this chord, this chord, and this chord. So, and a lot of songwriters, in fact, songs we've just done and songs we will do later, a lot of times what the extent of the song is which is a perfect setting for whatever lyric. But a songwriter who also has disciplined themselves to be a great instrumentalist this particular song we're going to do is about creation. And so Rich looked for, those were the chords he used, but then he looked for a way to expand them, to show vastness. And so instead of playing the first chord like this, he played it like this. And then the next chord. So you can start to like, wow, okay, I can see creation, you know. And so that's not necessarily a songwriter's job, but he had that ability to do that, so he also did those things. Another thing, at the time when he wrote this song, we were spending time together, and he was fascinated with Irish music, but also fascinated with melodies that go over the bar line. So for any English people, it would be like somebody being fascinated with run-on sentences. A well-written run-on sentence could probably be pretty masterful. And that's what, in music, if you have something that goes over the bar line, it's kind of a run-on sentence, but it's masterful. So here would be not a run-on sentence with a melody. See how you had your structure and your melody, then your structure and your melody. Rich, in this particular song, he did this. So you can hear the tin whistle, which is an Irish sound, and you can hear the run-on sentence, I think. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So he was good at what he did, very skilled. He was also a dear friend of mine, and so it's with a lot of honor that we get to play this song for you. This is Rich Mullins' The Color Green.
And the moon is a sliver of silver, like a shaving that fell on the floor of a carpenter's shop. And every house must have its builder. And I awoke in the house of God, where the windows are mornings and evenings, stretched from the sun across the sky, north to south. And on my way to early meetings, I heard the rocks crying out. I heard the rocks crying out. Be praised for all your tenderness by these works of your hands. Suns that rise and rains that fall to bless and bring to life your land. Look down upon this winter week and be glad that you have made blue for the sky and the color green that fills these fields with praise. And the wrens have returned and they're nesting in the hollow of that oak where his heart once had been. He lifts up his arms in a blessing for being born again. And the streams are all swollen with winter, winter unfrozen, free to run away now. And I'm amazed when I remember who it was that built this house. And with the rocks I cry out, be praised for all your tenderness by these works of your hands. Suns that rise and rains that fall to bless and bring to life your land. Look down upon this winter wheat and be glad that you have made blue for the sky and the color green. Be praised for all your tenderness by these works of your hands. Suns that rise and rains that fall to bless and bring to life your land. Look down upon this winter wheat and be glad that you have made blue for the sky and the color green that fills these fields with praise.
Let's go to heaven together. Streets are glowing, glowing. There is joy unending. He special city. There's a table prepared, no more tears when you're there. You can sing in the streets, you can fly through the air. Every head bowed, every eye closed, spirit moves, nobody knows. Every woman, every man, glory, hallelujah. I see that hand. Let's go to heaven together. Sky is breaking open, no, our feet are stomping. No, there's new wine flowing for the broken hearted. There's no soul turned away. Every debt will be paid when the lion lays down with the lamb on that day. Every head bound, every eye closed, spirit moves, nobody knows. Every woman, every man, glory, hallelujah. I see that hand, 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 I see that hand. No more tears are gonna fill up my eyes, and no more sorrows gonna worry our lives. No more death, no more pain, no more war, no more hate. Don't you wanna come with me and walk through the every bound, every eye closed, spirit moves, nobody knows. Every woman, every man, glory, hallelujah. Every bound, every eye closed, spirit moves, nobody knows. Every woman, every man, glory, hallelujah. I see that hand. Glory, hallelujah.
I think this is the first time in 25 years y'all have clapped on a beat. There's progress. If the ushers will go ahead and take up the offering, we'll go ahead and do that. The offering is 100% tonight for the Center for the Arts, and so we appreciate your support about that as the bag passes you by. We don't guilt you on Sunday morning, but we sure as heck will guilt you tonight. So I just want to say it is my great honor to work with this man, really. There is no way that, you know, when I kind of envision the service and what we do here, there's no way I could do it without him. I met Michael 24 years ago because on the 1-year anniversary of Rich's death, who Michael referenced earlier, Westridge held the memorial concert, and Michael played in the band in that concert. And this is where our memories kind of depart.
I already know where this is going. He's lying.
No, it's really true. So I didn't know Michael from Adam, and you know, Michael's backstage, and he like says, "Hey, do you have a car?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Could you take me to the gas station and get some chewing tobacco?"
Who are you going to believe, the pastor or me?
I swear it's the truth.
I grew up in Wichita, Kansas. Why would I ask for something like that?
The skull capital of the world. Anyway, from that point on, Michael and I have developed a friendship and a professional relationship in terms of producing what we do every week here, and we take great honor and joy in what we're able to create with all the musicians. I mean, it's really amazing. You know, Michael has his, I'm going to say this wrong probably, but his master's in percussion and his doctorate in musical arts. And he is a very, very well-trained musician. He's a professional. He's produced albums. And yet I have to like tell him, hey, I need you to sing this song, because he loves being in the back, and nothing brings him greater joy than all of these guys being out front and being great. And so he's a very humble guy. But anyway, please give it up for Michael Okafor. So once a year, Michael speaks, and we swap, and I sing. So this is that moment. I describe it as like how it goes when you golf once a year. Like, it's kind of like that. It's not pretty. But anyway, I'm going to get sentimental for just a minute before we do this. So, you know, after 25 years, you know, it's a very sentimental weekend for me. I'm going to try to keep it together. But this particular song I chose and want to dedicate to a very close friend of mine and one of the founding members of Westridge, who went on to be with Jesus in 2015. And he's a great guy, Paul Snowhite. For those of you who know him, this was his favorite song. He introduced me to this song. And so if you happen to hear an additional vocal that you can't quite pick out, that's Paul singing from the heavenly realms.
Named after my mother. My old man is another child that's grown old. If dreams were thunder and lightning was desire, this old house would have burned down a long time ago. Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to believe in this living is just a hard way to go.
When I was a young girl, well, I had me a cowboy. He weren't much to look at, just a free rambling man. But that was a long time. No matter how I tried, the years just flow by like a broken down dam. Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to believe in this living is just a hard way to go. There's flies in the kitchen, I can hear them buzzing, and I ain't give me one thing that I can hold on to believe in this living is just a hard way to go. To believe in this living is just a hard way to go.
It's been a long, dark night, and I've been waiting for the morning. It's been a long, hard fight, but I can see a brand new day dawning, and I've been looking for the sunshine, 'cause I ain't seen it in so long. Everything's gonna work out just fine. Everything's gonna be alright. It's been all wrong, 'cause I can see the light of a clear blue can see the light of a brand new day. I can see the light of a clear blue morning. Everything's gonna be alright. It's gonna be okay. It's been a long, long time since I've known the taste of freedom and those clinging vines. They had me bound, well I don't need them, 'cause I can see the light of a clear blue morning. I can see the light of a brand new day.
I can see.
I can see the light of a morning. I can see the light of a brand new day. I can see the light. Everything's gonna be alright. It's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be alright. It's gonna be okay.
Well, party's almost over. I know. Well, it was, for some, couldn't be long enough. For others, couldn't be short enough. It's just the way it goes. But I would like to take a minute. None of this stuff happens without the support of the church and the leadership. It has been consistent, the support that I have been given, and consistently the kind of support that helps to nurture artistic growth. I believe there are probably, well, it's the church. I mean, there are many, I have friends that do this kind of work, and there are many kinds of support, we put it that way. The kind of support that I receive and that then I can disseminate to the others is the kind of support that nurtures artistry. And for that, Darren, Scott, Greg, all of the people on leadership team, thank you for that. I may not be the easiest person to work with. I'm certainly not a needy person, so for those who, are wanting to like buddy up and go hang out, and I'm sure I'm the worst to work with. I'm fairly reclusive, and I need about this much inspiration from anyone to do what I do. It's just the way that I was made. So I'm sure it's not fun for some. But in the addition to that support, you wouldn't hear us, you wouldn't see us, you wouldn't have visual stuff if it weren't for our tech people. In the back, Jay Tamaraz runs the... Jay Tamaraz, who's standing up, he is the head of the lighting team, and that's a team of 4 people. Jay, in fact, when we moved into this building, was the leader of the sound team. And so he has been many years at this. Jay and his wife were here, 8 in the morning this morning, setting up for the party outside. And so, yeah, truly committed to this place. On the sound team, Steve Van Geem is the leader, and then it's a team of 3 right now, and George Rebachel is back there running sound for us. Thank you, George. And I am not as well versed with the media and the video stuff, but the media stuff is what you're seeing on the screen, and the video stuff is what you're seeing on your computers, and that is headed up by Danielle Zapchenk and her husband, Eric. We have loads of support from all of the technicians. So for the musicians, on your right, we have Emma Emma, for those of you who don't remember, Emma's the one that keeps me in check, so she'll make sure that she says, no, Michael, that's not what you said. That's not what you wrote. No, incorrect. Michael, you should probably stand over here. One time you said you were never going to do that again, and now you're doing it again. So she's great. Like, I love it. Emma. Addie is next. No, in the back then is Greg. Greg Matuszek, and many of you probably know Greg. He is now the high school band director at Hampshire High School for the last 5 years. Prior to that, he was middle school in 301. U46. Oh, U46, yeah. So, Greg is amazing. And if you've never seen him teach, it's worth bringing popcorn and buying tickets. It's just a great guy, and my wife and I pop in there every once in a while and help him, and it's a joy to be able to be of service to Greg. He is a great musician, has been helping us now here for 5, 6 years, I don't know. And next over is Addie, and Addie we met Addie through Bruce Franklin, one of our teachers, guitar teacher, and Bruce said, Michael, I got a girl that can play rhythm. It's about time. And so Bruce helped to make that connection, and then Addie has been participating in the rock band camps and is a great musician, plays bass clarinet also with Greg. Greg's her band teacher. So that might be kind of like the buzzkill behind you. Actually, that's not the relationship Greg has with any of his students. So thank you, Addie. And then Addie's dad is up there, Robert, doing the media. Bobby. And then next is Julia. Julia, I want you guys to know, so Julia Evanson is, yes, you're going to be seeing a lot more of her. Julia is quite a vocalist and will be starting to do some singing, and I'm sure many of you really like singing, and so you're gonna become fond of her quickly. She's also a violin player and a guitar player and a student of Bruce Franklin. So if it weren't for Bruce, we wouldn't have any musicians around this place. Next over is Jennifer Rome. Many of you, in fact, this is a whole Jennifer Rome fan club. We could rename the church, Jennifer Rome Fan Club. Jennifer gives it 110%, 100% of the 10% of the time, and it's awesome. She's only rivaled by Bruce Franklin, who gives 100 and sometimes 11%. And Jennifer's a great vocalist, instrumentalist, grew up in the bands like what Greg and Addie are doing in the high school bands. She was a drum major, flute player, plays keyboards, but for us, she does a lot of singing, carries the big weight. We need the big vocal, and she brings it every time. Behind Jennifer, you've already heard about Paige, but I would like to say something about Paige. So I met Paige when she was 11, and we fudged the ages, so she wasn't supposed to be in the rock band camp, but man, it was, and now, by the way, now the age is 11, thanks to Paige, because it was, I think, 13 or 14 at the time, and it was like, no way. If there's an 11-year-old out there doing what she can do, then we're opening it up to them. And Paige is, she's just played her first professional pit orchestra, and is out all the time playing with blues guys. And so we're really lucky to have Paige. She's a Larkin High School student and will be moving off to college next year. Same with Addie. But hopefully they'll stick around close. Next over is Dylan. Dylan, I met, Dylan Anderson. You may see him out like around town performing. Dylan is one of the sweetest guys I know. I met him at a fitness club. He was a trainer, and I always kept an eye on him because he just was positive. And I was like, whoa. Because a lot of times when you get into fitness training, it's not necessarily what the TV says it's going to be. And so I always keep my eye on those people because I think, okay, are you going to be not such a great, oh my gosh, just a great guy. Well, then one day he comes walking in with a Les Paul guitar case, and I went, oh, hey, man, what are you doing with that? Then we found out he's a musician. I went and started seeing his band, and Dylan's just great. So glad that you're here, Dylan. Emily. Behind is violin, keyboards, vocalist. Emily is the teacher at Huntley Middle School Orchestra. And yep. I have learned over the years that people who do this job don't like band directors in their places because I don't know. I'm not quite sure why. I feel quite the opposite. You know any band directors, orchestra directors, bring them on because they got so much skill. So we're happy to have so many music teachers here. Emily she's in the process of, she recently got married and then is in the process of kind of developing her career, put together something for her school district. What did you call that school district? Just Huntley? Okay, and so she's been collecting up now the teachers, the string teachers, and they did a camp this past summer. It's fun to know Emily, and Emily continues to offer more and more and more to us. Over Rick Blank. Many of you know Rick. I like to refer to him as a professional golfer and a professional bartender who also plays the bass guitar and runs the lights back there. And Rick is good. He keeps me on my toes, too. Rick, Emma, there's a handful of people that really keep on me, which I love. And then to my right, Bob Weber, cellist. And we love Bob. Bob and I have had conversations over the years, and I feel very bonded to Bob. He and I have had similar music teachers, so we both went through the school of hard knocks. We didn't just like sit in a bar and hope somebody liked the song we were singing. I mean, we were in the schools and being told, no, 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 no. Yep, and we have horror stories we've shared together, so somehow you can make it through that sort of music education and still have joy playing music, but it's rare. It prevails. Yep. All right, we are done. We're going to finish with an old church hymn, and just want to thank you for all the support you give to the arts here. Thank you.
Precious Lord, take my hand, lead me home, help me stand. I am tired, I am weak, and I am worn. Through the storm, through the night, lead me home to the light. Take my hand, precious Lord, lead me home. When my way grows drear, precious Lord, linger near. When my life is almost gone, hear my cry, hear my call, hold my hand
Have a good
But
night.
I think everything is gonna be alright. Yes, I hope everything is gonna be alright. A smiling face is trade in LA. The gifts I found at the bar. Well, I wish my car could drive to her tonight. Then I'd know everything is gonna be alright. Yes, then I'd know it'll be alright. The rain in New Orleans forgot to end, but the mouths of the people are dry. And we watch and wait and do nothing but sigh and hope everything is gonna turn out right. But I don't know if it'll be alright. But I look at you, warm in your dream while you're